Vicki Lane, and I'm here representing the Jewish Cooking Connection. And today I want to share a very favorite recipe of mine for rugelach. I have found that this was very successful. All my people really like them, so I want to tell you what they consist of. I use an 8-ounce of cream cheese. I use 2 sticks of unsalted margarine, and then I have 2 cups of flour. Mix that up real good, easy to do. That will make approximately 4 balls of dough. Okay, now I'm going to start the dough. So I'm putting in my 2 cups of flour. I am putting in 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then I'm putting in softened butter, okay, unsalted, okay, and then we're going to mix. Okay, mix it real good. There you go. And then we start it up. Oh, we're going to start it low because otherwise it'll fly all over the place. Okay. Okay, this should make a really nice dough, easy to handle. Okay, it looks like it's ready. It's been running for about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes. I'm going to turn it off. Okay, and we're going to pick it up. I'm going to pick it up with my hands, and I'm going to form it into 4 balls. And this is the way I do it. That's 1. And here comes the other one. These are then going to go, I'm going to wrap them in parchment paper because I find that that really helps and it doesn't stick. And then they will be refrigerated for the next process. Then I take my parchment paper. There's a little more, but anyway. And I usually cut them to size. Take my dough, put it in the middle, and wrap it up like that. Okay, now the dough is ready, and I put them in parchment paper, 4 separate balls. Okay, then they take a pan, and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator, and they are going to get nice and cold. I usually leave them in the refrigerator for about 2-3 hours. Then they'll be ready to bake. Okay, now I've taken my dough out of the refrigerator, and I'm going to unwrap it. And before I start making the rugelach, I have to put some sugar on the board that I'm going to be cutting them on. So you put lots of sugar, probably maybe equivalent to about 1/2 cup. Okay, I spread it out very evenly. Okay, I put my sugar down, and then I take the ball of dough and I put it in the middle, and I'm going to start rolling. Everybody needs a rolling pin to make this, and we're going to make a big circle. Okay, all right. The sugar always stays on the bottom. Try to get it as large as possible, because we want to make at least 15 rugelach out of this one ball of dough. Now, what we do is we put on the filling, and that's what makes rugelach delicious. So this is this is cinnamon, sugar, and little nuts. Okay, and then lots of little chocolate chips, and I use the mini ones because everybody seems to really like that. You then take your rolling pin and you're going to roll everything again, but this time with all the mixture. So I roll, 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 and roll. And usually I've done this with chocolate chips, sometimes even raisins. People prefer chocolate chips. I take a sharp knife, I go to the center of my circle, and I am going to start making, I work my way down, I'm going to make triangles. You keep going, 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 Keep doing that until I get about 15. Now the secret of making these rugelach is how you roll them up. So I'm going to count and see how many I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and maybe 2 more. So that dough really does a beautiful job as far as rolling it. It works beautifully. Now, this is the way you have to roll these rugelach. You start at the wide end and you start rolling like that, all the way to the point in the center. This is what it looks like. Now, there's going to be a little flap at the very end. You tuck that in and your rugelach will sit on it. Otherwise, that little tip, that flap, when you bake it, will fall off because it's very thin. We're almost there, and then I'll show you how you line them up and you bake them at 375 for 20 minutes. And they definitely expand in the oven. I've been affiliated with the Pasadena Jewish Temple for many years. And when I first arrived here, I became active and immediately joined the sisterhood. When Rosh Hashanah rolled around, I asked my fellow congregants, is there a Jewish bakery around here? And they said, unfortunately, no. We did have to order challahs from a Jewish bakery. But then I said, well, I can teach you girls how to make rugelach, and that would be fun for all of us. Well, we succeeded. I taught 7 girls how to make rugelach, and the first Rosh Hashanah that year, we had at least 25 bags of rugelach. The girls all loved doing this. It was a very rewarding experience. And so we moved on, and every year now we make rugelach. And it's interesting to see people stopping in their cars and saying, oh, they have rugelach, yay! They're all excited, and we sell a lot of them. We usually charge $15 a pound, and then some people buy even 2 pounds. And it's just a beautiful experience to see all these wonderful Jewish people coming. Almost looks like a Jewish bakery. So that's how I got started, and even though I live at a residence now, I still will bake next year and help them out. Okay, pick up your baking thing, take that pan baking. I'm gonna spray my cookie sheet like that. Usually there's a little bit too much. You have to get a paper towel and sort of even it out so you don't have too much, because that will make them dark on the bottom. Okay, now you line them up. 1, 2, 3, look at them. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 inches apart, remember that. Okay, keep going. And then if you don't have enough room, then you could put some in the middle. Just give them enough room for expansion. That's it. Look how pretty my rugelach are. The finished product. Look at my rugelach. Everybody, I wish I could feed you all, but make some and learn how to do this. I gave you directions, and I know you too will succeed. Thank you.
כל המעשים ברוך ומבורך בפי כל נשמה גדלו וטובו מלא עולם דעת ותבונה סובבים אותו המתגאה על חיות הקודש ונעדר בכבוד על המרכבה זכות ומשור לפני חיסו חסד ורחמים לפני כבודו